Hi, I'm Fred Andersky with Bendix again. You know, drivers that I've talked to, one of their biggest concerns has been regarding the systems on their school buses now is that they didn't get training before they got put out on the road. So one of the things that's really important for us at Bendix is training. We want drivers as well as technicians to understand the product and what it does, how it works, and how it might impact you as a driver when you're on the road or a technician when you're working on it. Today we're going to focus in on the drivers and the tools that we have available to help you out to better understand the system. First off, we can always start off with the good old operator's manual. You'll find this in your glove box. Gives you a good overview of what the technology does or doesn't do to help you out on the road and what the alerts and interventions might be telling you as you're driving down the road. Now, if the operator's manual might be a little much, we do have a great quick reference guide that gives you a good overview of the alerts that you can expect for both the Wingman Fusion and the Wingman Advanced collision mitigation technologies. So take a look at these first to help you out. Now, we also do a lot of videos, like this one you're watching right now. But also we do videos from behind the steering wheel, if you will. So you can see what happens when we get an alert, when we get an intervention, what's happening out on the roadway to bring that around. Now you can find our videos in a lot of places. Bendix.com is the best place to start to find where those different videos are. Also, we do a lot of demos. And we'll come out to an area, and some of you may have been to one of our demos already, but we will bring our school bus out to an area and we will go through the different technologies and give you an opportunity to ride along with us to see how those technologies work. We also do driver training sessions at these demos as well. Give you a good in-depth look at, again, what the technology does in terms of alerts and interventions, and then go out for a ride and feel what happens when a certain situation arises and how the technology helps you out. Now, one of the things we just did recently is our virtual demo. And I bring this up because it is, again, a great opportunity to be able to see what we do at a real demo if you don't get the opportunity to get to one virtually. And you can find that again at www.bendix.com. So that kind of covers some of the things that we do for you on training. Now let's get into some of the issues that these drivers talked about. And one of the first issues they came up with was the perception that with the Fusion system, which features what we call speed sign recognition or overspeed alert and action, where the camera actually sees the speed limit sign and can give you an alert if you're exceeding that speed limit sign that it's reading. Now, it gives you an alert if you're going 5 to 9 miles per hour over the speed limit, and again, over the speed limit that the camera is seeing. And it gives you an alert and a 1-second dethrottle if you're going 10 or more over the speed limit. Now, drivers have sat back and told me that they swear that they're getting the speed sign alert and the brakes are coming on. Doesn't happen, and here's why. First of all, speed sign recognition is designed to read the speed sign and simply give you an alert, either an audio and visual alert through the driver interface unit, which is this little box that is sitting up on your dash or in your dash where you get all the alerts and information from, or it gives you the audible, visual, and what we call a haptic alert, that 1-second dethrottle. The system does not apply the brakes, but you know, these drivers did feel the brakes come on, and more than likely what was happening was they were going through a turn, okay, and there was a speed limit sign on the side, and maybe they were going a little fast through the turn, and they got the alert, but what do you think happened? Remember our conversation about stability control? That's right. Stability control, because either the lateral acceleration was so great or there was possibly maybe a skid or something, may have intervened to help mitigate the potential rollover or loss of control. And remember, stability control intervenes by cutting your throttle and, if necessary, applying the brakes to help mitigate that situation. So in a lot of these cases, especially if you're in a curve and you get that speed sign alert, you may be feeling stability control. The other thing that can happen, and this is why we don't apply the brakes, is you might be traveling down the freeway and you're doing 65 and you know there is that marginal road or that artery that's next to it. Well, your freeway speed limit sign is 65, that marginal road has a 35 sign. And the camera, because again, it's reading and looking for those speed limit signs, it may read that 35 sign and you're going 65, which is okay because that's the speed limit on the road you're on, but the system thinks that you're going 30 miles an hour over the speed limit. Again, an alert, which can be audible, visual, or that 1 second dethrottle. That's it. We're not going to try to slow you down to match your speed. So again, if you have an experience where you see a speed sign and you feel you've gotten braking, more than likely you're in a turn or collision mitigation may be intervening as well to help mitigate that. But speed sign recognition is not going to apply the brakes for you.